I did exactly what the boss asked, and he threw his laptop at the wall. I'm pretty sure my boss has hated me from day one, and I've never known why. I work in a tiny office where there are a maximum of 12 employees at any time. My boss is hot-tempered and doesn't like to be told what to do, especially by anyone he sees as under him. In my case, it's my age. I'm the youngest in the office by far, and was hired from the corporate level to work here. If I were just an intern or assistant, I don't think I'd have as many issues, but I wasn't. I was the only IT guy for this office. That's why I groaned instantly when I saw an email from my boss reading with all caps, "Software problem, my office now." The second I open his door, he points at me like a mom scolding a toddler. "Hey kid, get in here." I put on a fake smile and asked politely, "What seems to be the problem, sir?" "The problem is that you don't do your deemed job." He turns his monitor so that I can see it, then continues, "I asked you to add the quarterly graphs to this presentation with a link. Where is it?" I stood there confused. He was pointing right at it. How'd he not see it? I added a hyperlink to the word graphs and made sure the text color was different, but didn't clash with the presentation. Was this another one of his weird tests he did to see if people were paying attention? I cleared my throat. Did clicking the link not work? My boss slammed his fist on his desk. "You didn't add a link, moron. Do you see a web address copied to this page anywhere on here?" My heart dipped into my stomach. Crap. I'd learned how to incorporate a hyperlink in what, high school, middle school? I knew my boss was older and not a fan of learning newfangled tech, as he would say. But for God's sake, our office worked for a major tech corporation. Shouldn't this guy have at least learned how to use basic doc functions? I tried to calm him down. "I see the misunderstanding. I added a different type of link, and I wouldn't mind showing you. Enough excuses and making up crap. You're on thin ice already, seeing as you're only here out of pity." The comment took me by surprise, and I took the bait. "What was that?" My boss gave me a creepy grin. "I've been doing some research on you. Your drunk mother killed herself in a car crash when you were 8, and your dad remarried into the family that owns this business. You probably got through college by the skin of your teeth, and now you're just as lazy because you know mommy and daddy will protect your job. But I am the captain of this office, and I'm not going to let some rich, lazy child like you make a fool out of me. Now do what you're told, or I'm gonna make your life hell. Do you understand?" I could barely hear him. After the words, "drunk mother," I only saw red. He screamed something else, and I muttered an apology before leaving his office. I sat down at my desk, my whole body shaking with anger. My mom never touched a drop of alcohol. She was a volunteer who helped support local AA groups, and her accident was due to another car slipping on black ice. But news outlets thought it would be more sensational to put AA member car crash in the title of articles about her, and wrote as if she were just another stupid drunk. As a child, I watched my dad spiral, seeing her name dragged in the dirt. It took years for him to come to terms with the fact that he couldn't do anything to take the articles down, and now someone else was insulting her all over again. Only now I wasn't a helpless kid. It didn't take long to download the security footage from the cameras throughout the office. I spent the rest of my shift taking clips of the footage and compiling them. I even took my laptop home with me that day and kept working throughout the night. I was exhausted the next day when I pulled up the presentation on the meeting room monitor, but I grew more and more awake as my boss got closer to the page with the pasted link. He shot me a snobby look when he saw the link was the kind he wanted, and I smiled back. When he clicked on the link, the screen showed a video showcasing the highlights I'd gathered from the security footage. It showed my boss stealing expensive supplies, how he creeped out Ms. Rachel from accounting regularly, and always managed to accidentally bump into her, followed by clips of my boss illegally gambling during company hours. While the video is playing, my boss is struggling to get it to turn off. Finally, he picks up his laptop and throws it like a football into the wall, and the laptop snaps in two, but the monitor is still playing. And this was when the recording of our meeting played. The corporate reps are sitting there with mouths open. My boss looks at me, his face beat red. "The hell was that?" I answer calmly. "Evidence that's been sent to corporate managers and the police. You committed a few crimes in there, and I think we both know you don't have a job anymore." The two security guards I asked to wait outside burst in and dragged my ex-boss away while he kicked and screamed. One of the reps then looked at me. "So, I see testing out the new boss by going undercover as an IT guy didn't work out. Why not tell him you're the branch manager to really rub it in?" I shrugged. "Too lazy, I guess."